So sometimes in yoga flow we're moving from, say, a downward facing dog into a bridge. So I just wanted to go through that with you and then move it into a side plank. So we start in a down dog, so feet are hip distance apart and the head is down. And then from here what we do is lift up, say the right leg, we're going to lift up the right leg in three-legged dog. And first we might start with it quite straight and then turn our hip out to the side and bend our knee. So that might be the first part of it. And then you could open your body up just a little bit more, which turns the pelvis to the side. And then if you're going to say flip the dog, you could then slowly take your foot down. But as you'll notice, my bottom foot turns around as well as I land down slowly, and then lift my right arm up and press it forward. Now from here, it's important to lift up from the hips and reach the arm rather than feeling like we're sinking down and pushing up. Everything has to lift. And then once we do that, we can then extend our body up and over and bring our hand down to the floor. Now when I do that, I'm reaching up, but then I'm slowly just leaning back a little way to find my hand on the floor. And as I do that, I'm turning my other hand around and then pressing up into bridge. All right, now it's important when we're going back to turn your hand first. So the hand that you've just turned, you turn back. Press into your hips to lift yourself up off the floor, and then you push up from your hips to then turn your feet around and move back through to your downward facing dog. Now from here, usually what happens in our yoga flow is that we'll come forward into a plank and we'll keep our, say, right hand on the floor and turn and stack our feet up and then go into our side plank. And that would finish off that sequence. And then we could do that on the opposite side. So we'll bring our hand down and then I'll just flow through it on the other side so you can see. So your hips go up high. We lift the left leg high in the air, bend the knee, open the hip, then turn to our flip the dog, take the arm up, or keep lifting and turn both hands around into your bridge. From this position, turn your right hand back, press up high, turn your body around, come back through to downward facing dog, and then we'll move forward, keeping our left hand on the floor, and turn and lift up into our side plank. So that's our series here, and then we would go through our vinyasa, chaturanga, cobra or upward facing dog, and finish back in downward facing dog. Heels toward the floor and head comes down.